Alright, so today I want us to talk about things nobody tells you about dating. Okay, zile vitu hautawahi ambiwa unless uzi experience ndio utakuja kujua. Number one, ladies lie a lot. Acha nikwambie, madem hudanganya, and sometimes they will lie for no reason. Sometimes they are trying to cover up something. Sometimes they are saying it because they are insecure. Sometimes they are saying it because hawajui kama akikwambia ukweli utaitekaje. Sometimes they think that telling you a lie is better than telling you the truth, because maybe the truth is bitter and the lie is a bit sweet. Okay, so girls lie all the time. Do guys lie? Maybe, lakini si kama madem. Dem by the way unaweza muuliza swali simple tu, umuulize leo umekula breakfast, akwambia hapana. And the reason why she's lying is because anafikiria probably akisema alikula, you know, it's like maybe utasema kitu ingine. So she's trying to give you an opposite answer than what you expect, so that aone utasema nini. Okay, so it's that curiousness, I think, that makes them and pushes them to a point where they need to lie, ama they feel like they need to lie. But girls tell a lie every time, so you need to know anytime unaongelesha msichana, there's a probability amekudanganya. Okay, another thing they don't tell you is that girls don't take responsibility. Okay, and that means that kitu ikifanyika, a girl will be like, you know, anaweza taka kukurushia ngori, anaweza taka kusema like ni wewe, you know. And sometimes they don't want to take responsibility. Basically, they don't want to own up for their decisions, especially ikienda wrong. Okay, anytime they make a decision alafu waone your decision imeenda left ama haijaenda venye walikuwa nafikiria, they almost every time feel like they have to blame it on somebody else. They don't blame it on themselves, so they don't take responsibility. I don't know how better I can be able to explain this, but the common example napenda kutumia sana ni ile time yenye probably menda mechi nini, and then the lady knows that probably you didn't use like protection na nini. So a lady, do you know, she won't take responsibility and say wacha niende chemist nikabuy ile morning pill. She won't. Okay, so if you don't buy it, probably the chances are high that pia yeye hatajinunulia. Okay, so as a guy, sometimes you really have to step up, but enyewe ladies, you need to get to a point that nyi wenyewe ndio mnafanya hizo vitu, like take responsibility, own up. Okay, own up to the responsibility, don't always blame the guy. Same thing, dem akikuwa pregnant, they will always blame the guy, like wewe unajua ni ulinipea mimba, si pia ulikuwa hapo. Okay, and you knew when you were doing it that probably there was going to be a chance that you're gonna end up pregnant. So take responsibility. I think hata mimi nasema hii kuambia madem, please take responsibility more. Okay, we are living in a world and everybody for themselves. So if you don't take responsibility, who is gonna take responsibility for you? All right, the other thing they don't tell you about dating is that nobody likes a simp. Hakuna mtu anataka mtu mwenye ati sijui ako hapo all the time anambembeleza. Hakuna mtu anataka mtu mwenye ati it's almost like you don't know your own value, so every time you are trying to sijui una beg, you know. Nobody likes a lady simp, a lady who is simping, and nobody likes a guy who is simping. So don't be a simp. Simple. Nakuja kukwambia tu, just don't be a simp, because at the end of the day nobody likes it. And sometimes a guy might make you think that that's what they want. Trust me, that's not what they want. Okay, sometimes you might think ati kupea mtu attention ama kukua hapo for them every other time, ati hiyo ndio inafanya fall in love pamoja. Sometimes there is going to be an attraction that comes because hamjaonana for long. That's why you'll text somebody and tell them nimekumiss. Why? Because you've given yourself that time kuweza kumpe chance ya yeye kukumiss na pia wewe kummiss. So nobody likes a simp. Don't be a simp. So if a point unadhani ati you need to be there for them 24/7. If you guys are not married and you're not living together, you have no business ati kila time unataka kuonana, unless it's happening naturally. Maybe mnasoma the same school ama mko in the same, you know, workplace. You're in a make sense. Lakini don't be the person who you're never giving this other person time. Jipe time. Ukimwona hii wiki, probably the next time you're gonna see them is next week, and that's okay. Okay, usiseme ati sasa unataka kumwona kila siku, because you're going to ruin it. Another thing I need to say, they don't tell you about the dating scene, is you never know your type. Okay, it will take you time kujua type yako, by the way, and to really settle on your type and accept that, by the way, mi napenda madem wanakaa hivi. Or if you are a lady, utafika point to realize, by the way, mi napenda machali wanakaa hivi. Okay, na hakuna mtu atakwambia, you will figure it out on your own. So it's very important to understand that once you know your type and accept your type, hapo sasa ndio unakuanga, you know, you're more clear. You get that clarity on, okay, hawa si datingi, I only date this kind of people wenye wanakaa hivi, wenye wako na this kind of maybe characteristics. Okay, the other thing also is when it comes to dating and it comes to, you know, flirting and maturity ama your confidence ya kuongelesha the other gender, whether you are a lady, whether you are a guy, you know, your maturity na coming from age and experience. Like right now sahi neza salimia dem kwa barabara randomly and not care whether they are going to lenga me, unaona, sijali. Why? Because of age and experience. Una realize hata akikulenga there's nothing big that happens, okay? Hautakufa, hautakuwa mgonjwa ati judema alikulenga hakukusalimia. So it's very important to understand that flirting grows with age and experience. Utafika tu point to realize excuse me, by the way, you really don't care, and that's when you start having fun. When you really get to that point and you don't care about sijui kulengwa, you don't care about sijui what reaction you will find from a lady when you say hi, or from a guy if you are a lady. So it's very important to understand those things. The other thing they don't tell you about dating is that with the right conditions anyone can cheat, okay? That's why it's very important. Hata ukiingia marriage ama ukiingia relationship and you really want to be loyal to your person, avoid temptations, avoid kuongelesha watu wengine, avoid kutext watu wengine, avoid calls za usiku na watu wengine, because that will only create an atmosphere where you are more likely to cheat, okay? So it's very important to understand hakuna mtu hawezi cheat, okay? So it's important to understand that with the right conditions, like maybe umse analengwa na partner wake ama probably there's no communication, there's no good communication ama apewi attention ama probably it's gotten to that point where you argue so much. So you see all those things are creating aka conditions, ina create ka atmosphere flani na ka environment flani kenye kanaweza push mse to a point where they feel like wacha ni cheat tu hata kama ni mara moja and then nirudi kwa relationship yangu ama kwa marriage. So it's very important that you are very careful the kind of environment and atmosphere you are in, because a good condition, because a good condition of cheating inaweza creatiwa and you can find yourself cheating on your partner na haukuwa idhani unaweza cheat, okay? That's the second thing. But also kitu kingine nataka kusema ni when it comes to flirting, so usiku inakuanga the best time to flirt. These are things you won't be told, it's out of experience, okay? So hiyo usiku ndio the best time to call somebody because it's the end of the day, so people are really not thinking about too much, especially kama anajua the next day hana too much on their schedule. So usiku is the best time because that's when somebody is relaxed. Hiyo ndio time mtu amefika maybe kwa nyumba, amerelax, amekula nini. That's the best time to pick up your phone and actually call them, okay? Unless ni mtu mwenye analala mapema ama akona early mornings, but usiku is the best time, si asubuhi, okay? Usiku ndio the best time. And also, so my last point I'll say, the thing also they don't tell you about dating is the fact that ukifika your point where you're now trying to get somebody that you want to settle down with, you will find that there are so many fakes, okay? Unaanza kuwa na ako anxiety ka okay, huyu anakaa, unaanza kumwangalia unaona ni kama ako poa, then you stay for 2 weeks, you see the red flag, una have kutoka kwa huyo. So it's really not easy, by the way, to get to that point where you want to settle down, because now there are so many fakes who come along, because unajua sasa destiny yako maybe ni ule mtu fulani, but now before upatane na huyo there are going to come so many fakes. Somebody you think that probably umsi yako they are good for me na nini, una realize after the end of 1 month umsi hakuna pali mnapelekana, mwingine after the end of 2 months hakuna pali mnapelekana. So the mistake that most people do is that now they give themselves time juu probably zimefail zenye umekuwa nazo, unajipea wacha nijipea another 2 years. What you don't know ni ati unaendelea kuzeeka. So umejipea 2 years haukupata the one, ukakaa another 2 years haukupata the one, before you realize. And especially for ladies, unaamka siku moja unapata uko 30 and you're still single, you still don't have somebody you are ready to settle down with. It's very sad. So mimi naweza kuambia ukifika point, especially for ladies, ukifika hapo 25 and you feel now you need to start thinking about marriage seriously ama settling down seriously, I want you to think about, like ukijuana na mtu ufeel ikitu haiendi venye unataka, juana na mtu mwingine. Make yourself available for people to actually come and talk to you and have conversations with you, and you never know, within a short time utapatana na the one when you feel huyu sasa tunaweza settle down na yeye.
Gachin Lion